I found the glory of the ancient Roman Empire in Morocco. I encountered Morocco's golden age following 1,000 years in a medieval city. The Kingdom of Morocco and the people who make it shine. Morocco shines with people who carry on its traditions with pride. Today, I'm on my way to find a blue-colored Morocco. Traces of Jews are found in the Islamic country of Morocco. The people live dependent on the Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. The port of Morocco is always lively. The sea colors the lives of the fishermen blue and embraces this foreigner with warmth. A peaceful land of coexistence. I venture to find a blue-colored Morocco. North of Morocco is the Mediterranean Sea, and in the east is the Atlantic Ocean. The sea is a passage that connects Morocco to the outside world. I head from Fez to Chefchaouen in search of blue scenery created by the sea. Look at the horns. Chefchaouen was named for the mountain shaped like a goat with horns. There's a small town located in the Green Rif Mountains, like an island in the sea. It's in the mountains, but the town colored white and blue welcomes this traveler.
여기는 정말 사람들이 이 안에서 살아가고 생활하고 그런 게 완전히 묻어 있어서 관광지에 가깝지 않고 정말 그냥 이 사람들이 살아가고 있는 그런 장소라서 마을 전체가 하나의 예술 작품이 되는 거죠.
There is an old Medina in Chefchaouen that was built in 1471. Just like any other Medina in Morocco, there are people living in the narrow alleys. There is not much for travelers to do here. It's not a bustling tourist destination, but a place where the locals continue their lives. As if marking a comma in my long journey, the scene of life alone comforts this weary traveler. Even the taxis here are blue. I become curious as to why they insist on the color blue. I find a store in the Medina that sells dye. Dyes of all sorts of colors are displayed out in the alley. Out of all the colors, they have the most selection for blue colors. Dyes in different shades of blue are displayed. The powder is very fine and soft.
This one?
아, 분필 만드는 촉.
You know chalk?
Yeah.
This and the water and the pigment. You mix it together.
아,
after
the others.
the other color. There's no chalk. Chalk this one, white color.
And paint on the walls and
To
buildings.
make and the walls and artists and the ceramic
From the
from the plant, for the stone, for the land. Yeah. Possible to make now, to paint now, and to sleep now. Never to smell, no smell. No give him nothing for you, something chimic, you know.
The color blue is considered a holy color among Jews. Jews from Spain and Portugal came here to avoid religious persecution during the Middle Ages. The color blue is what the Jewish immigrants left behind.
This color, using color.
yeah,
But
why are you still painting like this?
well, this is for the brother and the brother and the father.
father.
200 years.
Okay.
200 years. This is color here.
A Jewish town in an Islamic country. There are more traces of the immigrants. The eaves made out of orange tiles above the windows. Decorating the floors with tiles is an Andalusian architectural style from Spain. Perhaps this is the reason why whenever Easter and Christmas approach, the alleys of CH10 are filled with Spanish tourists. The Jews left after Israel was established. Now most of the residents are Islamic. However, I find something interesting on the front door. There is a key in the keyhole on the outside of the door.
Dentro, inside, two. Okay. This is private. In the date, only this. And person, pom, pom.
There is a story behind why they began putting keys in the keyholes.
아, 이 집에도 열쇠가 꽂혀 있네요. 일반적으로 열쇠는 잠근 다음에 빼고 가져가야 되는데 지금 보시는 것처럼 이렇게 큰 열쇠가 꽂혀 있습니다. 과거에 이 지방에서 전쟁이나 다른 일에 나갔던 남자가 외부에 나갔다 돌아왔을 때 밖에서도 문을 열 수 있게 하기 위해서 이런 장치를 해놨다고 하네요.
I thought it was just a pretty town, but there are many sad stories from the past. Due to its geographical features, many foreigners came to Morocco from long ago. The foreigners who came from across the sea greeted today's culturally diverse Morocco. I'm on my way now to see that sea. Leaving the mountainous town of CH10 behind me, I make my way to the fishing village of Larache. It's the Atlantic Ocean. It's the largest ocean on Earth after the Pacific Ocean. As the Sea of Atlas, the Titan from Greek mythology, I can feel its dignity and majesty just from the sound of its waves.
푸른 바다가 펼쳐져 있습니다.
I can see a little fishing village facing the sea.
여기 멀리 등대가 하나 있는데요. 이곳 풍경하고 참 잘 어울리네요.
Usually, lighthouses are at the end of the pier, but this lighthouse is inside the village. I go closer to the lighthouse. Located in the middle of the village, it would have just looked like another ordinary house if it wasn't built high.
살람 알레이쿰.
Bonjour.
I greet him in Arabic, and he answers in French. You can go up to the observation deck by climbing up the spiral staircase.
이게 계단이 끝없이 이어지는데요. 빙빙빙빙. 꼭대기까지 올라갑니다.
The height of the lighthouse measures approximately 15 meters. It is a bit difficult, but I cannot miss the opportunity to see the Atlantic Ocean from 15 meters up. At last, I arrive at the observation deck.
여기가 좋네. 야, 정말 멋진데요.
An emerald-colored Atlantic Ocean spreads out beneath my feet. I can see ships just arriving at the port after sailing the rough Atlantic Ocean.
Parce qu'il y a deux routes. Le premier route là-bas et le deuxième route de Tanger. C'est pour cela qu'il faut être toujours allumé en nuit. De cette cause, les bateaux, s'il y a un éteindement, parce que par exemple le phare soit éteint, ils ne peuvent pas suivre leur route pour le port. C'est pour cela qu'il faut être toujours allumé. De cette cause, de cette occasion, le gardien et le technicien, il faut toujours être sommeil.
Larache is on the way to the capital city of Rabat, and it is a militarily important port. This is another reason why the lighthouse is located in the middle of the village.
야, 굉장히 큰 반사격인데요. 저 바다 너머에 멀리서 오는 배들도 이 높은 등대를 보고 길을 찾겠죠.
The Atlantic Ocean is an important seaway that links the African continent to the outside world. And for fishermen, it is also their livelihood that maintains their precious families and dreams. The morning in the fishing village begins earlier than usual. I try to get an early start to match their schedules. Lasse, whom I met in Larache, smiles bashfully. I understand why he was smiling after I climb into the car.
이렇게 가는군요. 진짜 인력 시장에 나가는 느낌인데요.
The seat is a bit uncomfortable, but it's okay. I have a feeling it's going to be a good day since we started off with a good laugh. Lasse brought me to a wharf. The morning fish boats are arriving after finishing their work. The flock of seagulls must mean they returned with a full load of fish. Hoping to get some food, the flock of seagulls follows the boat. The dock is at its busiest during this time. Wow, it's a good catch. There are plastic containers filled with fish. It's anchovy season. They're common in the Atlantic Ocean during this time of year. Endless amounts of fish pour out from the boat. The anchovies are sent to a canning factory nearby. I want to have a conversation with one of the fishermen. I attempt to strike a conversation with my limited Spanish. I witness an interesting sight at the early morning port. There is a young man looking around with a plastic bag filled with fish. He's been picking up all of the anchovies the fishermen dropped while transporting them and putting them into plastic bags. But no one is paying attention. The fishermen are not the only ones enjoying the full load of fish. There's a fish market next to the port. There are fresh fish just caught from the Atlantic Ocean. There's everything from squid and shrimp to the swordfish with its unique eye-catching appearance. It's followed by the grand entrance of the tuna. It's tuna that was auctioned in just moments ago. As soon as I begin to show interest, a fisherman starts to show off his fish. He speaks English.
Morocco.
الخير موجود.
Very good. Huh? America. Vive le roi. Maghreb good. Morocco good. Super hot.
The data from the Atlantic Ocean was very heavy and firm. The diversity of languages spoken here is due to the frequent invasion of immigrants.
Welcome to Morocco, my friend.
Nevertheless, they call this foreigner a friend. This is Morocco. Follow the coastline south from Larache. This is where Essa Oira, the last stop of my journey, is located. Under the bright sun, the blue ocean waves crash onto the shore. A romantic path stretches along the coastline. Essa Oira is located at the end of this road. Both cities are connected to the Atlantic Ocean, but Essa Oira and Larache give very different impressions. The Kasbah built in front of the sea looks antiquated. I follow the sound of the seagulls. I can smell the fish in the sea breeze. There are fishermen cleaning fish.
여기 갈치가 있어요.
They say hairtails can be easily caught anywhere in the world in warm coastal waters.
Il a les berbères, les arabes. Berbères, arabes. Arabe. Très bon marocain. Vive Maroc, vive Maroc, vive Maroc.
I thought hairtails would only be in a Korean meal, but it feels strange and pleasant to see hairtail in Morocco.
여기가 갈치가 많이 나기도 하고 여기 사람들도 갈치를 좋아한대요. 근데 이게 싸다는데요. 사람들이 서민 음식으로 즐겨 먹는답니다.
The fishing village resembles ones in Korea. Essa Oira, in the 18th and 19th centuries, was an international trade port that linked Africa and Europe. The Moroccan royal family embraced many religions, including Judaism and Christianity, in order to make this place into an international commercial city. Essa Oira developed into an international city where Africans and Europeans coexisted. Since then, the status of being an international commercial city has been handed over to Casablanca, but the port remains busy with fishing vessels. There is something unique about the boats here. All the boats are blue.
배들이 보면 전부 새파란 색으로 칠해져 있어요. 전통적으로 에사웨라의 배들은 다 파란색이라는데 바다 위에 떠 있는 파란 배들 색이 참 잘 어울리네요.
I find a fisherman painting a boat at just the right moment.
살람 알이쿰.
He applies multiple layers of the blue paint on the boat.
굉장히 시간이 많이 걸릴 것 같은데 이게 그냥 페인트 같은 게 아니라 좀 염료인가 봐요. 붓으로 칠하지 않고 저렇게 찍어서 바르네요.
I decide to lend a helping hand. The patterns and colors change depending on the owner of the boat, but you can't leave out the color blue. I'm beginning to get curious why.
كل عملك دير اللون ديالها.
كده.
بحال دابا السفي كاين اللون ديالو. أكادير كاين اللون ديالو.
كده.
طنطا كاين اللون ديالها.
كده.
العيون جديدة.
그래서 파란색으로.
بس دابا دخلتي في لوكابرانيا شي مدينة كتبان فهمتي. كتدخلتي في لوكابرانيا شي مدينة.
이게 번호판 같은 거네요. 그러니까 파란색 보트가 어디 다른 해협에서 뭔가 조업 활동을 하거나 하면 저 배는 에사웨라 배구나. 다른 데에서 다른 색깔의 배들이 있으면 저 배는 어디서 왔구나를 바로 식별할 수 있도록 이렇게 색을 칠한다고 하네요.
For the fishermen, decorating the boats is just as important as mending their nets.
살람 알이쿰. 글씨를 쓰고 계신다.
هاد ستيكر شنو المعنى ديالها؟
السميه ديال الفلوكه
السميه ديال الفلوكه.
ايه كلها السميه ديالها هذه كانت فينا هي هذه كلها وكان بعدو كضرب 30 ميل 15 ميل 12 ميل
يا
يعني الكيلومترات ديال البحر
شحال 10 15 20
كاين ديال 30 كاينه 60 70 مره خير
بهادي
حسب القرش بهادي
اه
حسب القرش كتضرب 30 50.
The color blue resembling the sea seems to express the pride of navigating in the Atlantic Ocean. Eros invites me over to his house. The house is decorated with colorful tiles and looks very nice. Although my visit is a surprise, they welcome me.
안녕하세요. Hi. Hello. 명진. I'm 명진.
Samira?
Samila.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. 여기도 신발을 벗고 들어가네요.
I take off my shoes and follow Eros into the house.
아, 여기 이렇게 응접실이 준비되어 있어요.
The sitting room is fancy and spacious. They have a small family, but they have many visitors.
와.
This is Moroccan mint tea. They serve me a cup of mint tea with plenty of sugar added.
그리고 굉장히 달아요.
While I drink tea with Eris, his wife is busy cooking something in the kitchen. Fitting as a village near the sea, the main ingredients are seafood. The fried squid looks delicious. This salad was made with pickled peppers. The main course is fried anchovies coated with batter. She serves it on a pretty plate. Finally, it's ready. Bread, salad, soup, and even a main dish. I feel like I'm at a fancy restaurant.
갑자기 찾아왔는데도 요리가 정말 보통 솜씨가 아니신 것 같아요. 준비를 굉장히 많이 하셨고 정성이 들어간 요리라는 게 그냥 보기에도 느껴지는데요. 이렇게 손을
In Morocco, it's common to eat with your hands. Eris helps me wash my hands before our meal.
뭔가 대접받는 느낌이 드는데요. 숟가락. Thank you.
At last, it's time to have a taste.
뭔가요? 호박으로 만든 주스를 네네 진짜
It's soup made from blending raw zucchini.
건강식이네요.
It tastes fresh.
손으로 이렇게 생선을 발라먹는데요?
The anchovies here are bigger and fatter than the ones we eat in Korea. It's easy to debone.
맛있어요. 이 오징어 튀김도 되게 맛있고 생선도 양념이 진짜 간간하게 된 게 정말 맛있어요. Do you eat like this every day or just for us?
لا بعض الخطرات كان يومين 3 ايام كنعاودو ناكلو ثاني كان خطره كناكلوه 3 ايام في خطره متابعه 3 ايام متابعه 4 ايام حتى كيطلع لنا منه الدم وكنعاودو ثاني نفوتو ما شقينا كناكلوه.
I must have looked strange to her. Samila takes a photo of me with her cell phone.
Samila,
Yeah?
come on, have a seat.
ده اللي بيتصور.
Eris's wife, Samila, is very shy.
جوج 2 secondes.
2 seconds she said she would sit.
2 seconds. The dishes are really good.
تبارك عليك.
صحراء.
Oh, it's nice.
ما تاكلوش.
احنا خدامين
دابا باقي شهر قاعد.
شهر العام
11 شهر
11 month.
11 months. 아직 1년도 안 됐어요. 신혼부부네.
The language barrier forces us to use gestures.
Not yet. Yeah. Is he good husband for her? 야, 좋겠다. 멋진 남자네. 네. bravo. Yeah.
I was served delicious food, so I can't leave without doing anything.
Good.
A reliable husband and a charming wife. They make a really good couple. It was a pleasure meeting Iras, a man of the sea. I returned to the port. The Kasbah of Essaouira, the citadel, is designated as a World Cultural Heritage Site. The construction of this citadel began in the 18th century and was completed in the 19th century. It is recognized as a traditional Moroccan Kasbah with exquisite European-style architecture.
성체가 마을을 전부 감싸고 있는 느낌이라 더 뭔가 아늑하고 분위기도 굉장히 다르고요.
I wonder how the cultures of the two continents coexisted.
이 성체에 올라가는 길이에요. 골목이 예쁜데요.
Like any typical Medina in Morocco, there are shops lined up in the narrow alleyway. Perhaps because of the Atlantic sun, but it feels more gorgeous than anywhere else. Essaouira attracts many famous artists from around the world with its vintage architecture and quaint atmosphere. American film director Orson Welles spent the rest of his life here. Musicians Jimi Hendrix and Bob Marley also gained musical inspiration while staying here. I climb onto the walls.
야, 여기 파도가 굉장한데요.
The French architect who designed its citadel probably considered the waves in his design.
이 작은 성체의 틈을 보는데도 불구하고 거대한 대서양의 그 기운이 충분히 전달됩니다.
The waves crashing against the rocks are shields in themselves. There's a cannon on top of the citadel. It is different from the traditional citadels in Morocco. It is now a playground for children. I joke around with the adorable children. The whole family is traveling all the way from Switzerland.
You are in Morocco,
아,
not in another country.
how do you feel in Essaouira?
Yeah, it's nice. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful there and very friendly people.
People. Alright. What do you say?
The visitors have changed from traders to tourists, but Essaouira still attracts people from all over the world.
여기 굉장히 작은 미로들이 있어요. 이런 것들만 봐도 예전에 과거에는 요새였다는 걸 한눈에 알 수 있네요.
The maze-like fortress reminds me of the typical citadels found in Morocco. The fortress was built for artillery, and the watchtower was built for the guards. These are all things that cannot be found in the traditional citadels.
굉장히 좁은 미로 같은 길을 다시 올라가서 위에서 아래를 내려다볼 수 있는 망루입니다. 딱 트이는데요?
Although influenced by Europe, the fortress city of Essaouira was reinterpreted into becoming a Moroccan city. This is the Morocco I encountered. Despite constantly being invaded by immigrants since prehistoric times, Morocco did not lose its center. It's a country that developed its own cultures through accepting the cultures from foreign lands. It's a country that warmly welcomes foreigners. I won't forget my time here. Every region in Morocco has its own color. A journey to find the red flesh of the earth. Atlas, the land of myths, and the red sands of the Sahara Desert. I was able to find the wonders of nature. I took a journey to find a green land, the color of the Moroccans call the color of paradise. I found the Morocco that shines like a jewel, and the oasis of life that wets the barren land. Shining with the golden light, I met the keepers of this old city of the kingdom. Through the people who take pride in their traditions, Morocco's today will continue to tomorrow. I learned the wisdom of coexistence at the Blue Sea that connects Morocco with the rest of the world. Apart and together, like the arabesque-like pattern that creates a mysterious beauty. Although each carries their own colors, they all shine together. I now say goodbye.